definitely some good news with Reisner's return kind of on the horizon. Obviously, TJ Hockenson coming back is great news. It seems like Aaron Jones, even though he left the Jets game early, seems like he's going to be all right, and it seems like his injury isn't going to really keep him from playing. We kind of expect him to be back against the Lions. Don't expect TJ Hockenson maybe against the Lions. Maybe another week or so for TJ to come back. But all in all, these guys that are banged up, and especially Reisner and Hockenson that have been dealing with long-term injuries, looks like the page is turning. They'll be coming back soon. That's really exciting. That's good news for this Vikings team.
Yeah, we heard directly from Dustin Baker today. So via Dustin's source, we have a little bit of information. So it's from Dustin Baker, but he has a source that it sounds like Hockenson definitely will be. The plan is for him to be back after the Lions game, so the Thursday night football game against the Rams on week 8, and that also Aaron Jones currently looks good and should be playing. I'm kind of concerned that Aaron Jones, they might start to do that whole pitch count thing that the Packers did his entire career. It might be one of those, we see Aaron Jones, maybe he starts, has a drive or two, and then we see him for 4 to 6 plays the rest of the game after that, just to kind of keep him alive, keep him on the field as long as possible. Hockenson, it sounded like, and also in an article on Vikings Territory earlier today, Hockenson sounds like if he had it up to him, he'd be playing. He would have already started playing games, but they're being pretty cautious. He's a high dollar contract for the team. Definitely one of the better players on the team, so I understand being a little cautious with Hockenson, which being 5-0, you can afford to be a little cautious sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And I think they're smart to be cautious with him and not rush him back into service, because he adds an element to the offense that the offense hasn't really had. Granted, Johnny Munt, Josh Oliver, they've filled in pretty well. Josh Oliver's a good blocking tight end.
They both caught touchdowns
and
in his
they've
absence.
Both scored, which I was just going to say that they've both proven that they can catch passes and get into the end zone. But TJ Hockenson is, you've said this before, and I'm just stealing what you've said. He's a true wide receiver 3 from the tight end position. I mean, Jalen Naylor, who at that point, right? Like, it's going to be Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and TJ Hockenson, and Naylor might not really get a whole lot of airtime when Hockenson returns, because he's going to demand so much attention from the defense. They're going to have to cover those 3. If those 3 are on the field, they're going to have to figure out, the opposing defense is going to have to figure out how to cover those 3 guys, and chances are one of those 3 is going to be open somewhere.
Absolutely.
And again, if Sam Darnold continues to just do what he's done, make the right reads, make the smart throw, we score lots of touchdowns with those 3 guys on the field.
Absolutely.
And it's awesome.
And all that goes back to KOC and Wes Phillips, and even Josh McCown. I feel good about the offensive play callers and the coaching staff as a whole, obviously defense as well. But with all those weapons, all those shiny toys, I feel like KOC is perfectly equipped to take advantage of all of those too. So should be exciting. If everything's healthy and equal and even, this Vikings offense should really pick up and continue what it's already been doing.
So